drop top, I'm behind the wheel. No, for real. Count what $100 bill. No, for real. On my ops, they just wanna chill. No, for real. If we get caught, we don't squeal. No, for real. Every time I drop a tape, it come with a golden seal. Other acting fake. No, I'm so for real. Other fake, but I'ma let it go for real. Super slave. Quality moccasins, we rock. Day I went shopping. Daxon when the tape dropping. It ain't hard to tell you they ain't popping. Overweight, weight watching.
At least they gonna call it the L, baby.
I'ma play the whole game like it ain't no rules. Why the big YSL road shoes?
Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. So Cleveland will get first possession. On the wing, Mitchell. He takes it in. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, BA, it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Garland feeling it out a bit. From 13. Nice jump shot. Mitchell's gotten his second bucket.
I love seeing guys use the mid-range. Mitchell, that's just some smart basketball.
Irving. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here we go, all alone. Oh, it's a big-time jam. Slams it right over Irving.
Now the defense has no answer for Mitchell's leaping ability. This man goes up, and he will put it down on you quick.
There's Davis with the 3. They get it back. Washington outside. Screen by Lively. Throws it up high. Up high, and down it goes on the lob.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. The 3 is up. Stolen by Strus. And they're on the run. Moving it up. And Mitchell with the slam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Here's Irving. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Man, Kyrie just has an unbelievable ability to finish in traffic.
Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
At the line for Dallas, Kyrie Irving. 1 shot.
That free throw good from Irving. Well, Richard, we know how decorated AD was early on in his career. What can we expect from him moving forward?
Oh, he was getting Defensive Player of the Year and MVP votes back then. If he can get back to that level, he's going to be an absolute focal point for a long time coming.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. And here are the Cavaliers now, after the basket by Dallas. From deep, Mitchell. Oh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Now here's Irving. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Superb concentration from Irving. He's excellent at sticking with his shot through contact.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Cleveland.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
This man is a three-level scorer. And this level, by the rim, there is nobody like Kyrie Irving in that touch he has.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 11. Five on the clock. Launches a three. And the rebound goes to Dallas. That's to Lively. Back to Thompson. It's stolen by Hunter. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw of the contest. Mavericks trail by 4. Washington left side. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Mobley. Excellent D there from Lively.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Dallas on top. They lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Irving goes in. Screen by Lively. To the middle. And a slam dunk by Lively.
He just plays some of the most selfless basketball. Great find by Clay.
Allen, right side. Outside Garland. Back to Allen. To the inside. Out to Mobley. 4-3. Lively grabs a miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Washington. Outside Davis. Oh, Anthony Davis reigns in the 3.
It's the confidence I love when Davis just catches it and shoots it. He doesn't second guess himself. He just lets it fly.
Pulls up at the elbow. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard Jared Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best.
Here's Mitchell. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Ooh, Mitchell just muscling his way in.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Here's Irving. Cavaliers with a rebound.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Pass to Washington. Outside for Davis. Clock at 6. Too strong. Davis for 2.
This is the defensive intensity you have to have against Davis inside, but he still powers through it.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Cavaliers trail by 4. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that is pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Exum outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Now at the line for your...
And the first one at the line is good.
Go back. Go back. Go back.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Cavaliers trail by 6. Outside Mitchell. 1:56 left in the second period. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Daniel Gafford picks one up. And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go. We talked about the guys who play bigger than their listed size, and Donovan Mitchell is at the top of that list.
Here's Marshall. Back to Edwards. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Edwards has gotten his first points in this one.
Tremendous vision. Passing out of the shot. That's great decision making.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. Both free throws good for Mitchell. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Gafford. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, it's a great option every time to have Dinwiddie run the pick and roll. As reliable a play as they'll ever get.
Now here's Garland. No points yet. Mobley outside. On the wing, Mitchell. Mavericks pull it in. 41 seconds left in the first half of this game. Fires the three. Outside Strus.
Ooh.
The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Dallas leading by 6. Exum outside. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Cleveland. Here's Mitchell. Wow, the concentration by Mitchell.
The floater's an important shot for Mitchell, and he's got it down. He can alter his release any way he needs to.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And he's going for the oop here.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And so it's Dallas leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Ooh.
And so it's Dallas with it. Dinwiddie on the attack. The kick out to Edwards. From outside, off the mark. Cavaliers trail by 6. Out to the right wing. It's stolen away. Here's Marshall. Yet to see a basket. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Already a stellar defender, Mobley proving he can be relied on to anchor for this team.
Edwards with it. Now guarded by Mobley. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Tries yet again. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The fearlessness of Mitchell is just ridiculous. He takes pride in going at the defense.
Both free throws good for Mitchell. Dallas leading by 4. Here's Marshall. The rebound by Allen. And Cleveland has possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Out left to the wing. Allen a screen. No good with a layup. Exum right side. Inside. Here's Dinwiddie. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slow fest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
So you think gonna get college day. College day. Okay. That's one. That nigga gay. I'm just sorry to see it.
Cavaliers trail by 6. Pass to Mitchell. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Adding some extra style to the slam. Okay, what a move by Allen.
It's Exum on the wing. Now Dinwiddie. And he lobs it up to the rim. Edwards, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Here's Mitchell. Down low. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Gafford.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Mitchell. The 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Dinwiddie with it. He's picked up by Garland. Oh, and Mobley with the block. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one. And he drops it first. Both free throws good for Mitchell. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Edwards. Uneasy 2 on the layup. Edwards has got 6.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Left side Mitchell. Allen a screen. Mitchell down low.
It is not an easy thing to body up to Mitchell. He is built like an absolute brick.
And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 2-point game. Mobley outside for the lead. No good there.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Edwards. And he can't get that one. Hunter with some nice D. Mitchell with the ball. Exum picks him up. Pass to Allen. Back to Mitchell. And here's Allen. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Dallas shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. The Mavericks lead by 3. Dinwiddie outside. Gafford the screen. And he's going for the lob. It's picked off. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
In the open floor, very few people can stay with Mitchell.
Here's Marshall. Mobley grabs the board. And here comes Cleveland. Outside Mitchell. For the lead. Gafford grabs the miss. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Edwards. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Yeah, they really need to double team him.
Dallas shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Cavaliers trail by 4.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Irving. Top of the key jumper, no good. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Dallas on top. They lead by 2. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Cleveland, trailing by 2. Right side Mitchell. Shoots over Thompson. Mitchell misses. Here's Washington. The rebound by Allen. And Cleveland has possession. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Mavericks.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Irving with it. Thompson outside. To the paint. Here's Edwards. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Cavaliers trail by 4. On the wing, Mitchell. To the inside. Mobley, no good.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Back to Edwards. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Top of the key. Mitchell, good. Mitchell's got 10 points in just the second half.
Creating the opportunity, Mitchell makes the right call for this situation.
Outside for Irving. To the middle. Here's Edwards. Back to Irving. Takes a 3. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Oh, what a pretty shot from Kyrie Irving. This man just has the perfect touch from any distance.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. The three from Mitchell. Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And here's Irving. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
There is one guy you can count on, and that's Kyrie Irving. He knows how to find shots and make an impact on that end of the floor.
Garland for three. It's another three for Cleveland.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Now here's Irving. The kick out to Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
Garland drops in the layup for 2.
Oh, going inside and fighting for the bucket. That's what you want. You want a person that's going to fight for those inches.
Mobley with the block. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession. Irving looking around. Thompson outside. Inside. Lively with the bucket.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Down low. Here's Allen. Excellent D there from Lively. The Mavericks lead by 3. Outside Irving. Outside for Davis. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. And here's Thompson for 3. Mobley grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And it's Mitchell. The miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. The right guy to go to in this situation. Kyrie Irving has so many tricks in his bag that will help him find the shot that he needs.
When you need one bad, go to a high percentage shooter, and Allen is that guy.
Thompson outside. This one for 3. He drops it from range.
What a big moment for Klay Thompson. With the game up for grabs, he comes up huge. Pressure, what is that?
And he commits the intentional foul.